In natural family planning, a couple uses a knowledge of the fertile period in the menstrual cycle to make decisions either to achieve or avoid a pregnancy. It is a collection of methods to determine the days of the menstrual cycle that a woman is likely to get pregnant. The history of NFP started long ago. In 1930, a Dutch physician called John Smulders. He published the rhythm method to avoid pregnancy. In the same period, another physician, John Rock, started the first US rhythm clinic. In the 1950s, the third John, Dr. John Billings, discovered the relationship between cervical mucus changes and ovulation. There are several variations of natural family planning which include calendar-based methods such as standard day method and calendar calculated method. Then there is the Billings ovulation method, which is actually cervical mucus method. Then there is the so-called symptothermal method, which is a combination of the mucus and the woman's basal body temperature method. And finally, there's a symptohormonal method, which combines cervical mucus with urine test kit for luteinizing hormone, which normally precedes ovulation. The calendar-based methods include the standard day method as well as the calendar calculated method. The standard day method was developed by the Institute of Reproductive Health at Georgetown University. It is an updated calendar method. The couple abstain from sex on days 8 through 19, which are the fertile period of each cycle. Cycles must be from 26 to 32 days to be effective. Calendar tracking method involves recording a woman's menstrual cycles for 6 to 12 months. She will pick the longest and shortest of her cycles. The first day of fertile period is determined by subtracting 18 days from the shortest cycle, while the last day of the fertile period is obtained by subtracting 11 days from the longest cycle. In order to understand the Billings ovulation method or the cervical mucus method, you need to understand the menstrual cycle. This is a 28-day menstrual cycle chart. The first 3 to 5 days corresponds with the menstruation period. This is time when the lining of the womb is shed. The next 3 to 4 days is called the dry period. During this period, there is a cervical mucus plug which prevents sperm from entering the uterus. Approximately day 9 onwards, when the brain has stimulated the development of the egg sac or the follicle which contains the egg, and this follicle secretes a hormone called estradiol, and this hormone will stimulate the cervix to produce a different kind of mucus which is slippery, clear and stretchy, much like raw egg white. And this is the start of the fertile period, usually from day 9 or so. As the follicle grows, the estradiol hormone increases, and approximately mid-cycle, the follicle will rupture and release the egg. As the egg can remain alive for about 36 hours, she is still fertile till 3 days after this peak mucus period or peak fertile period. So, in summary, the fertile period corresponds to the time when the woman notices mucus and wetness, approximately day 9 or so of the menstrual cycle, and will last all the way till the slippery, clear, stretchy mucus disappears, plus another 3 days, after which she is again in the infertile period. She can therefore decide when she can have sex and when she shouldn't have sex, depending on whether she wants to have a baby or she wants to avoid pregnancy. The effectiveness of natural family planning depends on whether the patients were taught the methods correctly. If so, then the symptothermal method is 99% effective. The Billings method can be more than 97% effective, while the calendar-based method is said to be about 95% effective. However, if the couple does not follow the method correctly, then the success rate is reduced to about 75 to 80%. It is an effective method when used correctly and consistently, and there are no side effects. That it's reversible immediately. It is inexpensive or free. There's no need for devices, drugs, prescriptions, or office visits. It is acceptable for couples who have religious concerns related to contraception. It is also effective for couples who are preventing or trying to get pregnant. Well, it requires diligence and discipline from both partners. It requires periods of abstinence, which may not be acceptable to all. It requires consistent and accurate record keeping, and it can be more challenging for women with irregular cycles or vaginal discharge from infection.